In 2025, over 4 million Americans left the United States, not for vacation, not for a business trip, for good. They packed up their lives, said goodbye to everything they knew, and they never came back. And honestly, I used to think those people were crazy. I used to think, this is America. Why would anyone leave? Then one day, I sat down and looked at my bank account. I looked at my rent, my grocery bills, my health insurance, and I thought to myself, maybe they weren't crazy. Maybe they just figured it out before the rest of us did. By the end of this video, you are going to understand exactly why millions of ordinary Americans, not rich, not retired, are quietly making the decision to leave. And I promise you, it is not what you think. Let me show you something. This is what a normal middle-class life costs today in most American cities. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment, $2,200 to $3,500 per month. Health insurance, no employer, $500 to $900 per month. Groceries for one person, $400 to $600 per month. Car payment plus insurance plus gas, $700 to $1,000 per month. We're talking $5,000 to $7,000 a month just to survive, not to thrive, just to survive. And wages, they haven't kept up. A $70,000 salary used to mean you were doing well. Today, in cities like Austin, Denver, or Miami, it barely covers the basics. Sound familiar? Because you're not alone. And this isn't a personal failure. This is a system that has become nearly impossible to get ahead in no matter how hard you work. And more people are realizing the problem isn't them. The problem is the cost. It usually starts the same way. Someone sees a video, a friend sends a message, or they're just lying in bed at 2 a.m. doing the math in their head again and something shifts. Take Sarah from Columbus, Ohio. 34 years old. Remote marketing job. $68,000 a year. She was paying $1,800 a month for a one-bedroom. One day she found out her coworker doing the same job had moved to Medellin, Colombia. Same work, same salary, but his rent? $480 a month. She told me, that was my breaking point. I realized I was working myself to death just to pay rent, and I didn't have to. Or take Mike, 58, from Phoenix. Retired early or tried to. His savings weren't enough. But then he discovered that his $1,400 a month Social Security check, the same amount that barely covered utilities in Arizona, was a comfortable middle-class income in Portugal. He made the move 18 months ago. He now lives 200 meters from the ocean, eats out every night, and says it's the best decision he ever made. This is what happens when people realize the problem was never their income. It was where they were spending it. Let's get specific, because this isn't about roughing it. This isn't about giving up your quality of life. This is about keeping it at a fraction of the cost. Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, or Oaxaca. One bedroom apartment, $500, $800 month. Full private health insurance, $100, $200 month. Groceries plus dining out, $300, $500 month. Total comfortable lifestyle, $1,500, $2,200 month. Portugal, Lisbon, Porto, or Algarve. One bedroom apartment, $700, $1,200 month. Public plus private healthcare, $50, $150 month. Groceries plus dining out, $400, $600 month. Total comfortable lifestyle, $1,800, $2,500 month. Colombia, Medellin, or Cartagena. One bedroom apartment, $400, $700 month. Health insurance, world-class hospitals, $80, $150 month. Groceries plus dining out, $250, $400 month. Total comfortable lifestyle, $1,200, $1,800 month. Thailand, Chiang Mai, or Hua Hin. One bedroom apartment, $300, $600 month. Private healthcare, top hospitals, $60, $120 month. Groceries plus dining out, $200, $350 month. Total comfortable lifestyle, $900, $1,000, $500 month. Now, I know what you're thinking because I thought the same things. So let's go through every reason you think this won't work for you. Fear has home. I don't speak the language. Mike from Phoenix didn't speak a word of Portuguese when he moved. 2 years later, he has conversational Portuguese and says learning it gave him more confidence than anything he'd done in decades. And in expat communities in Mexico, Colombia, and Thailand, English is everywhere. You don't need to be fluent to live well. Fear #2. It's not safe. Every country has areas you avoid, including the US. The expat communities in Medellin, Oaxaca, and Lisbon are genuinely safe, walkable neighborhoods. And statistically, many Americans feel safer abroad than in the US cities they left behind. We did a full safety breakdown in a previous video, link is in the description. Fear #3. What about healthcare? This one surprises people the most. In Colombia, a specialist appointment costs $30. In Thailand, a full blood panel is $15. In Portugal, private insurance covers almost everything for under $150 a month. In many of these countries, healthcare is frankly better and faster than what most Americans experience at home. We dedicated an entire video to this topic. Check it out after this one. Fear #4. I'll miss my family and friends. This one is real. I won't pretend it isn't. Distance is hard. But here's what people actually say after they move. They visit more intentionally. The relationships become deeper. And with video calls, WhatsApp, and cheap flights, you're never truly cut off. Many people also find that the freedom and happiness they gain abroad actually makes them better partners, parents, and friends. Fear #5. I can't do this. It's too complicated. Getting a visa takes a few weeks of paperwork, setting up a bank account abroad, easier than you think with services like Wise or Charles Schwab. Moving your stuff? Most people sell what they have and start lighter, and they say it's liberating. None of this is easy, but it's not as hard as people imagine. And thousands of completely ordinary people do it every single year. Look, I'm not here to tell you to pack your bags tomorrow. I'm not saying America is broken or that everyone should leave. What I am saying is this. You deserve to know your options because millions of people right now are living the same quality of life you want for half the price. And most of them just wish they'd looked into it sooner. If this opened your eyes even a little bit, drop a comment below. Tell me, what's your biggest reason for staying or leaving? I read every single one. And if you want to go deeper, I've put together a full 2025 Global Exit Plan playlist right here. It walks you through everything: visas, banking, healthcare, and the specific cities we recommend for every budget. See you in the next one. What would you do with an extra $2,000 a month? Tell me below.